Tonight, the act of remembrance will be observed when the poppies fall, and we reflect in silence on the sacrifice of so many. For generations, from the battlefields of the Somme to the waters of the South Atlantic, service and sacrifice have gone hand in hand. All who serve and have served are represented in tonight's muster of servicemen and women. And that is after Jack Topping sings for us. He's going to sing For the Fallen. To lead off the muster, the Royal Navy. Members of the Royal Navy, representing ships and submarines, naval air squadrons, commander units and shore establishments. The oldest of the armed services, of course, the senior service. Queen Alexandra's Royal Naval Nursing Service, providing nurses, male and female, officers and ratings, full-time and reserves, offering clinical care all over the world. familiar white helmets of the Royal Marines, one assault group led by Captain Mark Triggle, operating out of their new base in Plymouth, opened by Prince Harry in August this year. Per mare per terra, Royal Marines motto, by sea, by land. Royal Naval Reserve. Royal Marines Reserve, all part of the City of London Reserve based in Wandsworth. Royal Fleet Auxiliary, supplying Royal Navy ships with fuel and food, stores and ammunition. The Army. Familiar, rousing tune of Helen Laddie telling us it's the Scots Guards, F Company, been involved in all major state ceremonial activities of the past 12 months. Captain Neil Robertson commanding 5 platoon F Company. 60% of soldiers from Scotland, majority from Glasgow and the surrounding area. Here we have Balaclava Company, 5 Scots. Company formed 5 months ago after the latest army reorganisation. Queen's Gurkha Orderly Officers, Captain Kumar Gurung and Suresh Kumar Thapa, who was mentioned in dispatches for outstanding courage in Afghanistan. We have Queen Alexandra's Royal Army Nursing Corps, representing a tradition of army nursing going back to the Crimean War in the 1850s. The Army Reserve, lots of change over the next few years. Number of reservists to increase to 30,000 by 2018. The Royal Air Force. Squadron leader Jason Davenhill and Flight Lieutenant Michael Chatterton, Flight Sergeant Stephen Hoole and Flight Sergeant Timothy Jones leading the contingent in. Personnel drawn from a range of bases, including RAF Benson, Brize Norton, Coningsby, Cranwell, High Wycombe, Honington, Marham, Northolt and Waddington. The RAF Regiment, represented by the Queen's Colour Squadron, led by Flight Lieutenant Adrian Chard. The servicewomen of the Royal Air Force, Squadron Leader Vanessa Plumley, Squadron Leader Liz Wheatley leading them in. The RAF Police, playing a crucial part in protecting and defending personnel and aircraft. Princess Mary's RAF Nursing Service. They bring casualties from their point of wounding to field hospitals, often in very, very dangerous conditions. Royal Auxiliary Air Force, led by Flying Officer Liz Foster, Warrant Officer Hannon, representing some 1,400 personnel from 23 squadrons. The Volunteer Reserve, again, the reserve capability to be boosted by 5 squadrons in the next few years. The Royal British Legion and civilian services. Group of poppy collectors representing more than 300,000 who make up the Poppy Appeal volunteers across the UK and overseas. Civilian services, including the Defence Medical Welfare Services, represented by
of him being singled out and being given an award.
It's proud that one of us from the company been awarded the Conspicuous Gallantry Cross. I take the award for the company. When I walk into the outer hall holding a book of remembrance, I'll be thinking of Jamie Webb and his family, but also in my mind will be all the soldiers who've been killed protecting our country.
Right Reverend Nigel McCulloch is National Chaplain to the Royal British Legion.
We are here in the presence of God to remember with thanksgiving and sorrow those whose lives in world wars and conflicts past and present have been given and taken away in the cause of justice and freedom. To pray for all who in bereavement, disability and pain continue to suffer the consequences of fighting and terror, and for the Royal British Legion as it continues its ministry of care, support and advocacy for them, and to commit ourselves, young and old, to work in penitence and faith for reconciliation between the nations of our troubled world, that under God, people of every race and creed may be at peace. These thoughts and prayers we offer now in the words that Jesus taught. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Jesus said, "This is my commandment, love one another as I have loved you. There is no greater love than this, that a man should lay down his life for his friends. You are my friends, if you do what I command you. I call you servants no longer. A servant does not know what his master is about. I have called you friends because I have disclosed to you everything that I heard from my Father. You did not choose me, I chose you. I appointed you to go on and bear fruit, fruit that shall last, so that the Father may give you all that you ask in my name. This is my commandment to you: love one another.